Well, hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Sports Corner. Welcome to Art Regner's video blog. And, of course, we're talking about the Tigers losing Game 4 of their American League Division Series against the Oakland Athletics by a score of 4-3. The Tigers had a 3-1 lead heading into the bottom of the ninth. Jose Valverde blows the save opportunity, his fifth of the season, and the Tigers now finally suddenly find themselves playing a game number 5 tomorrow night in Oakland with Justin Verlander going for the Detroit Tigers. Now, as disappointing as this loss was, and it was very, very disappointing, and it was a game that the Tigers should have, would have, could have. We could go on and on and on about it. They had their opportunities. I think the fourth inning when Johnny Peralta grounded into a double play, that really killed any opportunity the Tigers had to build runs, score more runs. I think if you really look at this series, the problem that the Tigers are having is that they're just getting one run and they're done. One and done, one and done. They're not building any innings. They're not having momentum. They're not having any big rallies. Their hitting is still really, really suspect, even though they had 10 hits tonight. But the fact is that they just couldn't push enough runs. They should have scored more runs than they did than 3, and then Valverde with the blow and save. But I think the real story of this game, besides the Tigers' lack of offense, is that the main concerns that we've had for the Tigers this year, and remember my mantra all season long has been if it wasn't for inconsistency, the Tigers wouldn't be consistent at all, is the back of the bullpen has been a concern. Lack of consistent offense has been a concern, and defense has been a concern. And all three of those came back and bit the Tigers. I mean, Prince Fielder has a huge error that kind of opened the door for Oakland's first run. And so now the Tigers just have to somehow forget about this game. I do think that with Justin Verlander going on the hill tomorrow, and let's face it, Justin Verlander lives for these moments, that the Tigers should be in good shape because let me put it to you this way, and I'm trying to stay real calm about this. I don't want to wake up the whole house here since it's 1:30 in the morning. But they've been led by Verlander, Cabrera, and Prince Fielder all season long. Those guys are going to have to win the game. I don't expect anything else from any other Tiger. Justin Verlander is going to have to pitch 9 innings tomorrow and a shutout. And hopefully Cabrera and Fielder can get into one and they can win it 2-0. I don't have very much faith in the back of the Tigers bullpen. Jose Valverde, it was fun, but they should not re-sign him. He's done as a closer. Jim Leyland is loyal to his players, but the fact is he's so loyal to his players, the best chance that the Tigers have to win tomorrow is for Verlander to pitch a complete game. Give Leyland no opportunity to go to the bullpen whatsoever. That's what has to be done. The key is Justin Verlander. Trust me, it is. Verlander has to come out there and mow the A's down. They're a free-swinging club, and Justin Verlander, as I said, lives for this moment. He is baseball's best pitcher. His team faces elimination. It's a must-win situation. Who would you rather have than Justin Verlander on the mound? Nobody. But with that said, since I have really completely lost faith in the Tigers collectively as a hitting team and their bullpen, then it's all up to Justin. And hopefully, as I said, I know I'm repeating myself, but it can't be said enough. Cabrera and Fielder, the big guns have to produce, and Verlander has to pitch a complete game. If it doesn't happen, the Tigers are coming back home and the season is going to be over. There is no way you can put the ball in Jose Valverde's hands tomorrow night and expect him to do anything but give up the lead again. Something is up with him. He hasn't been throwing his split finger fastball. He's relying on his fastballs. Obviously, Oakland's a fastball hitting team, and they're teeing off on him. So, Verlander is the key. He has to be brilliant, flawless, and perfect. 9 innings of shutout baseball from JV, and then you have to pray that Fielder can build on his 2-for-4 performance, that Cabrera can finally start hitting. I'm not going to get down on Miguel Cabrera at all, but it would be nice to see him deliver big runs. Remember, Oakland was a ballpark that he could hit in. The A's were a team that he had a great average against. I think as far as opposition players, no one has a higher average in Oakland State, at the Coliseum or whatever they call it these days, than Miguel Cabrera. Well, he has to produce. The Tigers need to be led by their stars. Their stars have to win the game tomorrow because you cannot count on anybody else. As great as Andy Dirks has been, he's come through. But guys like Delman and Peralta, I'm going to give Avila credit. He's come through too. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen with those fellas. So, I know I'm rambling. I know I'm upset, and I'm trying to maintain. But the fact is, in a Game 5 with Justin Verlander, you have to like the Tigers' chances. And I would like the Tigers' chances. Even the JV were off a little bit because of Cabrera and Fielder. But they're not hitting. They're just not hitting. 10 hits tonight and 3 runs is atrocious. They can't build any momentum. They don't have any big innings. They haven't had any big innings. So because of that, Justin Verlander is the key. And then, as I said, pray for Cabrera and Fielder to get a couple of hits, and the Tigers can find themselves playing for the pennant again. If not, if Verlander falters, it is over. Sorry to be so negative, but this game really showed the flaws of this team. Back of the bullpen issues. Fielder's one big error. It really, really cost him. And the lack of consistent hitting, lack of putting hits together and having a big inning have really cost the Tigers in this series. We will talk to you tomorrow after Game 5. Hopefully it'll be a Tigers victory. You've got to feel good with Justin Verlander. And if not, then we'll look ahead to the Tigers for next year, what they'll do. But anyway, I hope it's not the final video blog about Tiger baseball tomorrow or the 2012 Tiger season. But if Verlander doesn't get it done, it could very well be. Until we meet again tomorrow, have a safe and pleasant one, everyone. I'm Art Regner.